Morning Australia, Dean here, and our absolute fuckwit of a Prime Minister had a press conference the other day. He's getting very, very enthusiastic about all these press conferences. He loves to call last minute and then make out he's going to do something fucking groundbreaking. Here's what he did. He came out and declared that he wants to put a tax on all the major platforms that don't pay Australian traditional media companies for using content. Now, a couple of things we've learned over at least the last 5 years has been intense. You know, since the COVID shit kicked off where people were getting cancelled for having different ideas, certain media outlets were absolutely bullied, harassed, harangued and paid and manipulated into pushing the government's narrative, which, just so everybody is aware, the government, Australia government, is the WEF and HWO and WHO and the United Nations agenda. These people don't think for themselves. They don't run anything on their own. They do as they're fucking told. So our leaders are puppets. Forget any thoughts that they're having an independent thought and they're doing what they think's best. They're doing effectively what they're told or within the guidelines of the framework issued them by their masters, who do not care about we, the average Aussie. They fucking hate us. I've mentioned it before. So why would he go in and do this 2.5%, I think it was, that he's going to go, you need to pay our media companies so that we can tax it and take $200 to $250 million annually and give it to our traditional media companies. So I'm thinking ABC 9. ABC already gets a fucking $1 billion a year. They can fuck right off. And 9 and all the media outlets, the newspapers and all the traditional legacy media. They're bleeding, they're very upset. Oh, Australian journalism's going to die. Australian journalism's been dead for 20 years. You're effectively absolute parasitical mouthpieces for corrupt politicians, corrupt governments, and we don't trust you. I have far more faith in some video that Joe up the road made than I do anything that's coming out of the Sydney Morning Herald anytime soon. Other than maybe the sports scores. I don't know, the sports scores are probably legitimate, I guess, but I don't really give that much of a fuck about them anymore because there's bigger fish to fry. So why has he done it? Because one, if he transfers that money to those legacy media companies, guess who they're going to be listening to? Guess who they're going to be promoting for? Guess who they're going to be advocating for? And no, it's not just Albanese, the dickhead, it's the machine. Andrew Hastie mentioned it the other day or a couple of weeks ago. If we don't get our house in order, this whole thing's going to blow up and the whole system will come unstuck, because Hastie's a puppet as well. So don't go thinking that this isn't a Liberal Labor national thing. It's the Diet Coke team. They're fucking dead in the water and they're hoping desperately to get back on board. Albanese's come out, made this deal. Well, it's not even a deal. Rolling out this legislation, this proposal. And the idea of it is, if we make them pay them, they will stay loyal to we the machine. That's what it's all about. Don't think it's about anything else, because it's fucking not.